Hello, welcome to Kevlar's Quest, the Modern Life podcast. I'm Kevin Ejezie. Today's quest is effective boundary setting, focusing on yourself to effectively communicate consequences. In my previous topic, or I think two topics before today, I talked about how boundaries create respect. But today there's a new twist I want to add to it. Is how boundaries not only create respect, it creates it through you focusing on yourself. Focusing on yourself immediately communicates to others that you have boundaries, and they immediately grow a form of respect for you, because a type of fear grows when you focus on yourself and what you want. Now let's go into it. Practicing this principle sounds simple, but here is a real art in doing it effectively. And yeah, there's definitely a right way and a wrong way to go about doing this. Or maybe more accurately, an effective way and an ineffective way. Let's start with the ineffective way, which a lot of people do, but they don't even know that they are doing it. Trying to control someone else's behavior. That almost never works. In fact, it can backfire. You and the person will now have serious problem that the person may even get physical with you because they are trying to control others' behavior. There's this psychological phenomenon called reactance. It's basically the human tendency to resist being told what to do. We all feel it. Someone says, don't do that, and suddenly we want to do it even more. It's very pronounced in children. Just to prove that we can, just to assert our freedom. So when boundary setting turns into behavior control, it often leads to pushback, resentment, and escalation. Not exactly the outcome we are hoping for. Now, here's the shift. The effective way to set boundaries isn't about controlling the other person. It's about clarifying your own response to their behavior. It's saying, you are free to do whatever you want, but if you choose to do that, here's what I'm going to do. It's not a threat. It's not manipulation. It's a declaration of self-respect. You can say, you can shout and throw things and yell. You can drink yourself into a stupor every night. You can cheat and break our agreement. That's your choice. But if you do, I'm going to remove myself from this situation because I also have choices and I choose not to stay in a relationship that is abusive, disrespectful, or unsafe. That's the heart of boundary setting. It's not about changing the other person. It's about changing what you will tolerate. It's about reclaiming your power. I once had a girlfriend that I almost got married to. Whenever we had any arguments, she destroys things. Instead of being accountable for her actions, or we come together and discuss it so that we'll set new rules and boundaries for ourselves, she thought that when she destroyed things, maybe that's the way she will hurt me. I warned her twice, and the third one, she thought I was joking, that maybe probably I will go maybe telling her friends or people that they should talk to her. And that was it. I turned back and I never looked back again. She was shocked. She later came back after like about a week or so to tell me sorry. But I had already made my decision. And up to today, that respect is still there because she thought I would never do it. So that's the way you set boundaries for people, by respecting yourself. And here's the key. You have to follow through. You can't set a boundary and then ignore it. It teaches the other person that your words mean nothing. So if you say, if this happens again, I'm leaving, then you have to be ready to leave. It's actually hard. Like when I left my girlfriend at that time, it was hard for me because I wanted her to change. But the issue is not about me changing her because she doesn't want to change. It's about me changing myself and the way I look at it. It's usually uncomfortable, but it's also incredibly empowering. It makes you to make better decisions, even though decision may be hard, but you know that it's something that will be good for you in the long run. Because when you set boundaries this way, you are not trying to control anyone else. You are simply taking ownership of your own life, your own space, your own peace of mind. You are saying, I matter, my needs matter, and I'm not going to keep showing up in places that hurt me. That's not weakness, that's strength. So if you are struggling with boundaries, start here. What behavior feels unacceptable to you? And what are you willing to do if it continues? That's your power. That's your freedom. And that's how you begin to build relationships that are rooted in mutual respect, not control. Even when that my ex came back and said I should forgive her, forgiveness is a luxury in today's world, because that is where people start learning that you have no respect for yourself. You may forgive the person because you have no intention of revenge, but never forget the lesson. Never forget the lesson, because by you telling the person no, the person learns that you have much more respect for yourself than any other thing in this world or any other person. Okay, that's our quest for today. Please subscribe, like, and share. Someone out there needs to hear this message. Maybe someone like you. Let's spread strength and clarity to those navigating this journey. We'll talk more in future episodes. Thanks for listening and take care.